Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Scales Needed. I'm Armin Hammer and I'm currently at the North Pole. Today we're going to be talking about the IWF Masters world records and how they're not, CrossFit listicles, and why CrossFit's been trolling Coca Cola recently. Ready? 3, 2, 1, show. First up, if you watched the IWF Masters World Cup on Flowly earlier this month, you may have seen some world records set by American women, except you didn't. Turns out the IWF doesn't even know what their own world records are. And when Amy Everett thought she was breaking world records, and the event organizers thought she was breaking world records, she wasn't. She was just tying them. When reached for comment, Amy Everett had this to say. No! In fact, as of this recording, the IWF Masters website doesn't have any up-to-date world records. It even has some world records that are future dated, which means that the IWF's website is either run by complete morons or Biff Tannen. Here's something I'm sure you've seen. Listicles on how to get better at CrossFit. 7 ways to dominate the games. 11 habits to break to get better at CrossFit. If you need some random douchebag online to tell you what the 8 secrets to success in CrossFit are, I've got a secret for you. You're fucked. Look at the source. This guy can't even spell Rich Froning's name right, and he's the most popular CrossFitter in the world. All you have to do is Google him to get his name right. On top of that, the advice they have is all vague bullshit. Get stronger. Get better conditioning. Focus on your nutrition. Put the work in. Commit. Are you kidding me? People write this and I have to read more of these? This is bullshit. Fuck this. Can't believe people write this shit. Other people read it thinking it's useful information. You got this, just relax. So here's my list of 3 things you should be doing in order to get better at CrossFit. Number 1, go back in time and find different parents. Number 2, get bit by a radioactive spider or develop superpowers from Earth's yellow sun. And lastly, commit. Finally, you may have noticed that CrossFit has been saying some real harsh things about Coca Cola and Gatorade recently. I can't tell sometimes if CrossFit hates them or wants to sleep with them. But why is CrossFit making such a big deal about this? It's just soda. Unless you consider the fact that Coca Cola and Gatorade have been paying organizations like the NSCA and ACSM to conduct bullshit experiments that they then use to market their beverage, contributing to rising rates of obesity and diabetes in the United States and across the world. Haven't heard of the NSCA or ACSM? These are the same organizations that are trying to introduce bills into state legislatures which will regulate fitness across the United States. What does this have to do with you? They're trying to tell you what gyms you can go to, how your coaches can teach you, and what you're allowed to learn when it comes to physical training. In fact, if they get their way and you don't train how they want you to train, both you and your trainer could be punished with fines or even jail time. Think about that. We could live in a world where you'd have to pick coaches and trainers approved by an organization so deep in Big Soda's pocket, they're high-fiving Lefty. It would be like if the prison system was bankrolled by drug dealers, like in Mexico, or if the pharmaceutical industry was regulated by Bruce Cancer, the inventor of cancer. This is not some hypothetical. This is actually happening in Washington, D.C., but there's something you can do about it. Go to www.webuiltthisbox.com and fill out the form right there to email all the representatives and politicians who are involved. Even if you don't live in Washington, D.C., you should still go to webuiltthisbox.com because similar legislation has been presented in Florida, Massachusetts, Maryland, Georgia, and New Jersey. Go to webuiltthisbox.com. There's a little link down there that says non-DC residents, and there you can find a letter template that you can fill out and send to the relevant state politicians. Good. Cut. Man, that was crazy, dude. Jeez. Thirsty. So what's next? Are you filming? Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Scales Needed. Make sure to find us on Twitter at @flow_elite, on Instagram at @flowelite, and facebook.com/flowelite. Also, be sure to sign up for Flow Pro to catch up on all of the Going Team series. And if you sign up for Flow Pro right now, you'll get to watch the Granite Games live as it's happening the 2nd week of September. Thanks so much for watching this episode, guys, and we'll catch you next week. Palm trees in the Pacific. Finally home. I'm so psyched to be back in California. Hey, CJ Martin, sir. How are you?
They're gonna die. They have no idea what's coming. It's gonna be awesome.
May have been blessing in disguise to sprain my ankle. Now I'm kind of having fun with training.